Hey everybody, so here it is. It's good old beginning of July. It's July 4th, so happy Independence Day. Hope you all are having a good time. As you can see, I've kind of cleared out some of this bed here. I had some arugula that was going to seed, a bunch of kale that's overgrown and gone to seed, starting to go to seed, some romaine that's going to seed. But what I did is I cleared out a couple rows. I've already put some blood meal in there, and right now I'm getting ready to add some earthworm castings, and I'm going to show you all how I plant. This is just kind of my way of doing things. So first things first, let's put these worm castings in here. As I spill them out, what you do is just toss that in there. Good old nice little mixture. Mix up the soil, irrigation system in there. What I'm doing here is I'm roughing it up a little bit. You want to make sure that your soil is loose and going to be able to accept the seeds that you're going to put in there. Now, this bed here has kind of been my lettuce, romaine, arugula, all that kind of good stuff. So what I have here is this a little template that I made. I do the square foot gardening method pretty much for most of what I do. So just kind of a little show you here. I put this template in and I press it down. Fill the dirt in around here. Y'all kind of see this. I'm gonna move the irrigation system on back a little bit. Overgrown plants come in handy for a few things. So, and please forgive the fact that all I'm using is my iPhone. Haven't quite switched out and gone to the good stuff yet. So, so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do one square that is all year lettuce. Have my little poker here. Whoa, tossed you in the dirt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke 16 holes in the ground here, and I'm going to put the seeds in. So all right, so all my seed starts are ready. My holes are in there. I'm gonna put this down here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Take my seeds and I drop a couple seeds into each hole. Now me, when I grow my lettuce, I tend to do it more for the cut and come again method, which means I'm going more for the leaves than I am to try to grow a huge head of lettuce. And I find that by doing this, I get better production. I have a vast array of lettuces and everything else for my salads. And what I do here is just move this on over to the next spot and just kind of rake over the soil like this, call it a day. Come over here to the next one. Got some worms, looks like, coming up in my soil. That's great. And here I'm going to do some mustard spinach. So once again, I'm doing all my holes. Hope y'all can kind of see this here. Matter of fact, probably better off right here. There we go. Excuse me, I'm still an amateur about all this. Keep seeing all these worms throughout here. in this compost. I'm using mushroom compost. I found that I've had my best results with that over the last few years. I pick it up from one of my local places here where they have compost and mulch and everything else. This box is going to have to be topped off before the end of the year. It was completely full at the start of the year, and as everything kind of takes itself on down, it you know, of course it settles and everything else. So once again, 2 seeds per hole. Gives you better germination possibilities. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep doing the same method. I just kind of wanted to give you all just a little idea of how to do this. This is how I do it. Everybody else has different methods. I find that by overseeding like this, I tend to get a lot better results and everything else. So just kind of bring you all over here real quick to the other side. This is one of my other boxes. And over here, as you can see, I still have things that are growing, but this has been where I've had my radishes and my garlic and everything else. So what I'll do is I'll come back through here, 16 holes again. And I'm gonna plant radishes right here. I'm gonna kind of intermingle them in with what I already have growing. And in this way, it kind of gives me a steady reply of radishes. Wife's found a few different ways to cook radishes and everything else, and we have come to actually enjoy them this year. So once again, drop a couple seeds per hole. I'll come back and I'll thin these out. And then we'll have radishes. Key thing here is by dropping 2 seeds per hole, I have double the chances of these things germinating and coming out. So that's going to be it for today. I hope you all enjoyed this quick little tutorial on how I'm doing things. Everybody does it a little bit different. Y'all have a good one, and remember, getting fit for your family not only means eating healthy, knowing where your food comes from, but also putting in the time to work out and making a life change. If you need my help, don't hesitate to ask, and y'all have a safe and happy 4th of July.